for some football now from Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat. And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. That is hauled in at the 5. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. And even 30 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
In motion goes Likely. Henry will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Throw Roquan Smith in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Open man, right side, he's got it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
14 yards.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their 1st drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on that 3rd and 4.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but This one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
To the right side, hauled in by Myers.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Lawrence to throw for it on 4th down. This one's incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Ravens offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the give, here's Henry. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
3. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. 20 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st down. It's a gain of 20. And a Raven 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Foye Aluakin with the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake, Jackson. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
In motion goes Likely. They'll try and run for this with Henry. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Ravens 1st down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. Set to go now on 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Jackson now to throw on first down. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
A gain of 19.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Going to go right back to Henry. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
First and goal, and it's Henry. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
On is Luke to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens move out on top, 14-0.
Jaguars nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Jaguars offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Oh, looking end zone, but is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Parker Washington was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
First down.
Big-time conversion there on 3rd down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
ETN, and he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss of 6.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
2nd down, Lawrence. And he will score! Touchdown, Jacksonville.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's now 14-7.
14. Jaguars 7.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Justice Hill to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Lamar gonna hang on to it.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
2nd and inches. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll go again here with Henry. He'll forward for maybe a yard. Foye Lewis with the play.
At the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This one complete to Bateman. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Still 2nd down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Bateman is the motion man. They'll run. It's Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd down, 3 to go. Throwing Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore 1st down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now Jackson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down?
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Jaguars have it. Still going. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around it.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Parker Washington is deep for Jacksonville. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete.
And I think at this point here, 2nd quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Get him, get him.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowler from a year ago, Logan Cook to punt. LeJontay Wester deep for Baltimore. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They face 2nd down and 7. Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
In motion goes Likely. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
A 58-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This is wildly ambitious. A 69-yard attempt.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
John Harbaugh will send out the field goal unit. This officially a 58-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. Halftime coming up. Let's go downstate. And Scott Hansen has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Jags offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Lawrence. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The rookie from Marshall, Mike Green, in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down, he starts moving around the pocket, nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Lawrence now on second down. Trenton Simpson getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And now you need 2 hands to count how many sacks they've recorded in this one, Mike. I mean, they have been relentless throughout the game, and they get another big stop here.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Lester on the return. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. This throw right is taken in by Flower. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. But even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Ravens.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and A quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop it.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Henry. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the first down at the 49-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
This is Henry, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Devon Hamilton up for the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's 3rd and 2. Jackson gonna keep it himself. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll go into a slide here. They're going to mark him just a little short of the first down.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will have the Ravens first down. Able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Baltimore first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the give, here's Henry. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
At the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
On fourth down, it's Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This, about as short as you can get. No issues there. This one is good. And the Ravens will extend their third quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. 4th quarter now, and it'll begin with a run by Etienne. And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's going to be out of bounds, gain of just a couple, and now we've got 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find his tight end in string. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 33.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback, and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Lawrence. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
That's another.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage.
Overrun him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Draymond Jones getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it third and goal.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game, and then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the fourth quarter.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is fourth and goal.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's third and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
It's a turnover on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 score opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Hopkins sent in motion. Going to go right back to Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Baltimore.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's a gift to Henry. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
Down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Jaguars' 19-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Bateman is the motion man. He takes off. And he's in! Lamar Jackson! Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now this time he'll set up to throw. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Lawrence. They'll look to set up the screen here. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
That's good for
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here.
This one complete to Washington. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Forced out left. Now he takes off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now here's Lawrence. He'll drop this for ETN.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Second down, they need 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll step up and run. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
15 yards.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
The 9-yard line.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Back to throw. Lawrence. That is caught. Now timeout for Jacksonville. Their second as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
At the 1-yard line.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars are able to edge a bit closer.
Jaguars 14.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.